Here is a solid sphere and a solid cone. All measurements are in centimetres, and the volume of the sphere is equal to the volume of the cone. We want to find the ratio R to H, giving our answer in its simplest form. So if these volumes are equal and we're given the formulas, that means that 4/3 pi r cubed is equal to 1/3 pi r squared h. Now we can cancel a pi from each side. Also, multiplying both sides by 3 would remove the 3 from the bottom of the fractions. So let's look at where we are now. 4r cubed is equal to r squared h. We can divide both sides by r squared. That will remove this down to just r and remove this. So what we have now is 4r is equal to h. So therefore h is equal to 4 times r, and so the ratio r to h is equal to 1:4. Here is a different solid sphere and a different solid cone. We're given the formulas for the surface areas. All measurements are in centimetres. The surface area of the sphere is equal to the total surface area of the cone. That means the curved surface and the circle at the bottom. Find the ratio r to h and give our answer in the form 1/√n, where n is an integer. So let's think about this cone. We're told the curved surface is pi rl. So we have pi rl as the curved surface plus pi r squared for the circle at the bottom. Now we need to introduce h here, which is the height, because we need it here. And we know by Pythagoras' theorem, since this is a right-angled triangle, that h squared plus r squared is equal to l squared, and therefore L would be the square root of h squared plus r squared. So the total surface area for the cone is pi r. Instead of L, we'll have the square root of h squared plus r squared, and then we've got the pi r squared. And that's got to be equal to the surface area of the sphere, which is 4 pi r squared. Now what we can do here is cancel pi all the way through, and then subtract r squared from each side, and we have 3r squared is equal to r root h squared plus r squared. Divide both sides by r, and we have 3r is equal to root h squared plus r squared. Squaring both sides gives 9r squared is h squared plus r squared. Subtract r squared from each side, and we have 8r squared is equal to h squared. Now remember that h and r are both lengths and therefore have to be positive. So this is root 8r is equal to h, which means that when r is equal to 1, h is equal to root 8, and therefore if we're after r to h, the ratio is 1 to root 8. You might want to rewrite the root 8 as root 4 root 2, so it's 2 root 2.